have not heard this acronym already, the CAO is kind of the backbone of the business and administrative functions of the House. And so the Chief Administrative Officer is one of the main House officers that's actually appointed by the Speaker, and they run all of the day-to-day programs, functions, all of the business and support services that support staff across the Hill. A really exciting thing has happened that so many people advocated for so long, which was the creation of the House Intern Resource Office. It's brand new, and you guys are actually one of the first interns who will be able to benefit from this office. And so with that, I wanted to pass it off to John.
Excellent. Can everybody hear me? Yes. Okay, excellent. So, Aubrey, thank you for the introduction. Marcy Popfox, thank you for the invitation. I'm John Salamone, the Chief HR Officer at the House for the Chief Administrative Officer. On behalf of the CAO organization, welcome to the House. It's a very exciting time for each one of you, and you have had an excellent panel, two fantastic speakers before me giving you advice. I actually had, talking about working on the Hill and thinking on the fly. You can see I have nice talking points all mapped out, but I didn't want to be repetitive, so then I rewrote my talking points before I came up here. So really quickly, by way of quick introduction, I started as an intern in the Senate. I was a district office staffer in the Senate. I have been a personal office staffer in the Senate. I've worked in the committee. I've worked in the executive branch twice, private sector, came back to the House side about 7 years ago to take over the role of HR chief for the CAO. What I wanted to do is really just give you some advice about your career, okay? You are all just getting started. You do not have to have all the answers today. You do not have to have all the answers tomorrow. Careers are marathons, they are not sprints. Okay, think of, I'm a visual person, I like to think in pictures. Think of your career as a puzzle. You're all going to school, you're all graduating from school, that will give you the outline. This internship will give you pieces of that puzzle that will figure out the types of things that you like to do, the types of things that you don't like to do, the types of things that you're good at, the types of things that you're not good at. And those pieces of the puzzle will start to frame a picture. And you never know where your career is going to lead. I don't want to be somber, I don't want to bring everybody down. 22 years ago today, I was in the Office of Personnel Management building, and I could see the Pentagon burning before it was reported on the news. And it was a devastating day, obviously, for the country and our nation. The next day, we were back to work. About a year later, I had the honor and privilege of coming back to Congress on the Senate side as a Senate staffer and got to work on the creation of the Department of Homeland Security. Never in my wildest dreams would I have had that opportunity or even thought to have that opportunity, but fate being what it was and trying to make the most out of my career and the most out of my opportunities, I did not want to pass up an opportunity to come back and serve the Senate. So what I wanted to do is just share, because there were a couple of, if I can get this to work, there were a couple questions about navigating your career and resources that are available. So very quickly, earlier this summer, we stood up the House Intern Resource Office. All of you will have access to this information. There is information in there for intern coordinators and also for interns. This is a legislatively mandated initiative that we have been running at the CAO organization. Marcy on our team, Maggie on our team, has been doing an amazing job, Maggie, been doing an amazing job with our resources. We will be out front in the auditorium answering any questions and providing resources. It is all on the House HR Hub. If you go to hrhub.house.gov, we'll have information for you all to get there. You have to be here in the House network in order to get access to it. When you go to the landing page, you can find intern coordinator information and then information for interns. We have job profiles on jobs that are available on the House side. We have career paths, first ever career paths that are available to staff. I don't think there's another legislative body in the world that has the tools that you will have access to here at the House. So with that, I want to be very brief and just thank you all for your joining the House. The last piece of information that I wanted to provide to you, I meet with all new CAO staffers, and I say the same thing to them that I'm about to say to you. If you think about the size of our country, 330 million people live in the United States. There are 2 million people that work for the government. That includes executive branch, legislative branch. There are about 10,000 staff that work at the House. If you think about your office, you may be 1, 2, 3 interns in your office. So out of a nation of 330 million people, you may be one of 2 or 3 people in this country that say that you're interning for your particular member of Congress at this point in time. It is an honor and it is a privilege to serve this institution. You are all going to do great things, and I welcome you and I congratulate you, and Maggie and I look forward to seeing you out front. Thank you.